so good, I feel so numb.
And now, from the Cave of Wonders and recorded live in the presence of gods, welcome to the Rain Man Show.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to a Tuesday night Rain Man Show edition. We have a pretty good show lined up.
You think so?
Yeah, we had a lot to get to. I'm hoping we're not as aggressive as last week.
We were angry.
There was a lot of aggression, and it reminded me of the old Men with No Lives days, where there's a lot of screaming, a lot of ranting, and I honestly think it's just the poor choices and topics. It made room for just a lot of angry banter.
Yeah. I mean, the news there was nothing fun in the news, I think.
Yeah.
There wasn't enough.
There's nothing fun.
Yeah. It was just, here's angry topic number one.
I mean, after my racist Muslim hot chick banter, I mean, the show went downhill from there.
That's where it started to go downhill.
I thought that was supposed to improve relations.
Listen. There was a lot of crazy talk on the last show.
Yeah.
It hasn't even come out yet on demand, so I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see. Once I release it, I'm waiting to see how many people have complaints about the whole burqa thing. I was listening to the replay because I listened to it before it's out.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, Jesus.
What did I say?
There's a lot of things. Never take a marijuana cookie before the show. Because that's what happened. Maggie, I don't know what she was thinking. She knows this is the most brain consuming show because this is the only show where I do a lot of live banter.
Right.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 computer screens. I have my hands on everything.
Right.
And then she walks in 5 minutes before the show with a little crumb of a marijuana cookie. I'm like, oh, I can do that one. That's so bad.
That'll be all right.
That's okay. And like about 20 minutes in,
midway through the show, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I knew I was done.
Yeah. That explains a hell of a lot.
Doesn't it? And when you listen to the show, when it's on demand, you'll quickly hear how I'm speaking. Very different.
I also think that's probably the main reason you've gone to Jamba Juice so much in the last 2 weeks.
Oh, the marijuana cookies?
Yeah.
Marijuana cookies make me want more Jamba Juice and more Muslim broads.
There you go.
I can get behind that.
Whole thing.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You know, I was listening to the show as well, and I heard this line that Andrew said.
Oh,
Andrew,
God.
well, he just loves to nag me. That's his word, and I'm just going to use it. Where he says this thing, where in the middle of all my discussions and my over-sexualized banter, and he's, is Maggie listening? Is Maggie? And I'm like, dude, like, she doesn't care about that type of stuff. She doesn't care. In fact, you know what? We can ask her because she's on the show today. Hello, Maggie.
Hey, guys.
Does it bother you in the least, like, that I talk about women?
No.
Yeah.
Like, this show is not even anything close to what Men with No Lives was.
Yeah,
that's true.
There was porn literally on Thomas's face.
There was.
That was my first day on
Christy
the job.
Mack's ass was on your face.
Yeah.
Chrissy's Max ass getting plowed was on my face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It was graphic.
Does that kind of say that you had a threesome then with Christy Mack?
I don't think it counts.
It wouldn't be lying.
It's more shameful than anything
It wouldn't be lying. If you said Christy Mack was on my face while she was getting plowed, you're not lying.
It's true.
You're not lying. It is
that
very
the trump
true.
card I have now?
Well, you know, Bobby's also on the show. Let's have him weigh in with his
Bob is the other resident pervert.
Hold on.
I'm so confused.
With his perv cred, if Thomas would have said to you, Bobby, that, hey, Christy Mack's ass was on my face while she was getting plowed, you would, I mean, what else? How else can you take that, right?
I would take that as a threesome.
Exactly.
And
so
nuts
Thomas,
on your chin?
Do you not? Yeah, right. Depends on your angle.
Hey, listen, you know, I have a projector. I should go get a projector and put gay porn on and then put that on your face. And then we can truthfully
put that
say
on Andrew's
you had
face.
balls on your chin. Thank you, Bobby. Perfect.
I don't think that's necessary.
No, I think it is.
Andrew wants that dream of his own.
And if you said they weren't, you would be lying.
So now I have to look out for surprise projectors. Is that?
Yeah, that's all we need is a Huffington Post article coming out saying I'm doing some type of non-consent projection of porn on hosts of Rain Man. Hey, I want that article.
If we went viral, dude.
Can we get that, please?
Let's do it.
The host of Rain Man is doing non-consensual projection of pornographic material on his hosts.
Oh my
if
gosh.
it took
He's
off,
the new Bill Cosby.
there we go.
I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, Your Honor, I made them open their mouth and made sure they swallowed as well.
No publicity's bad, right?
Can you believe that Bill Cosby said that? There was a testimony.
No shit, really?
Yes,
Horrible.
a testimony was just released. Not the audio. It was what's the word? What's it called?
Deposition.
Transcript.
Deposition.
Yeah, there was a deposition, and it was a transcript of the deposition where the woman in question, who's suing, who took Bill Cosby to trial, the round one, because he's going to be in there for the next
till he dies.
Yeah. His life from here on out is court.
Yeah.
She said in a deposition that when she would go visit him, I think it was once or twice. Again, fact check me if you want. I wish Andrew was here to fact check. He's not. So, Bobby, that's now your responsibility.
I'm already on it, buddy.
See, Bobby doesn't need to be told what to do. So,
allegedly, Bill Cosby would give a pill to her, a white pill, she said. And he would make her take it. But that's not it. It's not like, it wasn't casual. Like, it's douchey, but I understand the thing to do when you're in the party mode is, hey, I have a pill, you have a pill, here, take it. And I've been given pills at parties, and you know what I do with it? I put it in my pocket. I don't have somebody inspecting my mouth with a flashlight, making sure I swallowed the pill.
With a flashlight, really?
It's not with a flashlight, but the fact that I
believe it from what you said.
Allegedly, Bill Cosby
made sure she
said, open your mouth and move your tongue.
and relax.
And relax.
Sit back and relax.
Yeah.
Do you have the exact...
I'm trying to find it. I just remember that part of it, of him telling them to sit back and relax.
And and I don't really know how to take this whole Bill Cosby thing, because there's a lot of people that have gravitated that he is not guilty. Just like when OJ was convicted of murder, or not convicted of murder, I'm sorry, went to trial for murder, a lot of people in the black community was saying he's not guilty. It's set up by the white cops. And yes, there was a lot of racism going on, but there was also a lot of evidence. And the reason why they lost that case against him was because of the racism and the evidence planting. You didn't need to plant evidence. Cops, you had him dead to rights, but you trying to be a racist prick planting addition. We got him, guys. We got him. Thomas, Officer Cowley, we got this, black man.
I don't know, sir. I really feel like we need to leave a couple more bits around just to ensure.
We need to make sure we really get him.
Yeah,
let's make this.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's make this
some crack on him, right?
Let's make up things.
Let's talk to those kids in the junkyard.
Yeah. What? Oh, Fat Albert. That was reaching.
That's a dated reference now too.
So honestly, if it was one, in fact, I was taking a side for the first couple months.
Cosby.
Oh yeah, because I know I don't want to be one of those people who dismiss allegations of I don't want to be that douche.
But at the same time, overnight,
right? But at the same time, there's a reality aspect of you're a star and you're a meal ticket.
Yeah,
and you are going to get unrightfully, accused of things sometimes.
And there's the whole victim, sympathy element, that there's a psychological effect where people will tag on to acting as if they were a victim to a crime they had no part in.
Right.
Just for monetary expenses or
attention sometimes. Right. And it does happen. Yeah, I know it strikes a nerve with a lot of people that feel the opposite, but it is true. It does happen. Sometimes people get swept up and they just want the attention of it. And with the Bill Cosby scenario, there's no way. You have over 50 women claiming the exact same thing with similar stories. It's probably true.
At a certain point.
You have to say, if someone were to say, hey, Michael, give me a yes or no, and if you're wrong, you're going to die. But there's a 99% chance you're right. I would be like, okay, he's guilty.
Yeah.
There's just so many people. When there's smoke, there's fire. And I also believe that some of those women probably willingly participated in his sexual escapades. There is no question that the man was a sex fanatic. He was a sex fiend going off the deep end.
Yeah.
Like, he had issues. He had he allowed his fetishes to control him. It's like if I were to take my burqa fetish, my new fetish that I discovered I had. The burqa fetish. If I were to take that up a notch and I started, stalking all burqa wearing gorgeous women at Jamba Juice, then, guess what? Where there's smoke, there's fire.
And a boner.
Yeah. Now, where there's Jamba Juice women wearing burqas, there's a boner in my pants. Guilty as charged. Convict me.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
I did sign a 2-year contract for pest control. And I feel a little silly. I'm the biggest sucker in terms of sales people.
You dumb idiot.
It's because I'm a salesman myself.
Yeah.
And you always
hear how Maggie's just like, yep, he fucked up.
She always smacks me around. But you know how they say that salesmen are usually the easiest mark? It's because you have a little bit of sympathy for the sale. And I could say no to anybody coming up to me when I don't want to be bothered, like when I'm walking to Chipotle and you have some people trying to sell you a backpack that you don't need or something else. But something about a young person or, a middle-aged individual working on the streets, knocking on your door, selling something, it strikes sympathy immediately because nobody chooses to do that. And the fact, like for real, nobody wants to do that. And the fact that they're doing it shows me, A, they have a good work ethic, and B, they're desperate and they need a job. So when they come to my house and they're selling me like this world magical Windex spray for $70 a bottle, guess who buys it?
You're stupid
I do.
ass.
And I don't, and I'm writing to checkout and I'm like $75 for a citrus Windex spray.
They can spray in your mouth.
Yeah.
It's orange juice.
Oh, so you bought
water.
it too, Bobby? Or you said no?
I've seen the people that do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel bad and I buy it. Well, at least that was one and done. $70 down the window, whatever. Okay. And I used the cleaner and Maggie.
Yeah. It was actually nice cleaner, but still $70 for cleaner.
Yeah.
And tasty.
Cleans your glass and provides vitamin C.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So this guy was, I want to say 16, 17 years old. It was hot outside. He comes to my door and I ignored it for a while. But the dog wouldn't stop barking. And then my son was like, Daddy, someone's at the door. And I've told him not to ever shout.
I remember that.
I said, don't you shout when someone's at the door.
He doesn't learn.
Only time I get mad at him is when he does that. Like, usually I'm a pretty easygoing dad. But when there's someone at the door that I don't want to speak to, I want that right. I want to be able to ignore somebody who's at the door.
And I want him
because I don't know how to say no.
Yeah, because every time the door rings, that's $75.
Yeah. So my son's all, someone's at the door, Dad. Why are you just standing there? Like he said that to me. And he doesn't realize what he's doing, I don't think. So I think he does. So I end up answering the door, and there's this young man there trying to sell, sweating. He's dressed in nice clothes, and he starts talking about pest control, and he looks around. Hey, I notice you have cobwebs around your house, and we could decob this and do this and do that. And I'm like, sold.
Oh my God. You didn't even go to like Orkin and get like some kind of paid plan system. You went to the guy off the street and trust him for 2 fucking years.
No. That's,
no. Hold on. It gets worse.
Yes.
So the kid starts telling me that. I'm like, yeah, do you have any paperwork on this so I can take a look at everything? I am interested.
Do you take credit cards? Do you have Square?
Do you have, does your pest control kill scorpions? Because we have a scorpion problem. And we have black widows. He's, oh yeah, we do all of that. I'm like, can you show me? And he pulls up on his phone. He's like, we're paperless company, so everything's done through my phone. And I'm like, okay. So I look, and he's on a legit looking site. I didn't look up the company until later. And he tells me the whole thing. He's wearing a legit shirt, so I believed him. I'm too trusting. So
really?
You dumb idiot.
Was he trying to get to Disneyland?
So stupid.
Did it come with a coupon book?
Oh. So I looked through his phone and signed a contract apparently on the phone. I didn't realize it because he said, just sign here if you want our services. We'll be here Saturday. I'm like, okay. And you guys do all of this listed here. I'm like, yeah, just sign an initial and we'll be here on Saturday. And it was Wednesday. I'm like, okay, cool. So
no, they were coming later that day.
Yeah, that's what it was. They were coming later that day. So I said, okay, and they'll explain everything to me, like the logistics. I need to know everything. He's like, yeah, they'll be here tonight. I'm like, great. So I get an email immediately after that goes to my email, say, hey, thank you for signing up for the new 24-month contract.
No. No, I got home and you're so excited to tell me that what you did. I'm like, are you sure you didn't sign a contract? You're like, oh, I don't know. Let me go check my email. And so he goes, yeah, I signed a contract for 2 years.
Yeah. So
oh my God.
I called them and I said, I don't want a 24-month contract. I think this is stupid. I spray myself, 3 or 4 times a year. I don't like doing it because I don't like, paying homage to my Mexican roots. I don't like working outdoors.
Right.
So, and I've been thinking about hiring a pest control service for a very long time. And I thought it was like the luck of the draw. Hey, finally someone comes to my door, something that I actually want.
Yeah, it's actually something that we needed,
right.
but still.
But a 24-month contract. So I call the people and I'm like, listen, I don't want a 24-month contract. Can I please do something else? They're like, well, we have a 12-month contract. I'm like, fine, 12-month, fine. It's 6 months. You only pay for 6 months though. It's a 12-month contract, but you have 6 months of service. So they do every other month. So I'm like, all right, it's like $89 every other month. So I'm like, I can do that. That's fine. That's worth it to me to not sit in the heat and get bug spray and cough and choke and almost die from the toxins that go into my lungs because I don't wear a mask. So I did it. It was worth it.
But you didn't tell them what sold you. You could actually drink the poison.
Yeah, that's what he told me. He did tell me that. He said it's non-toxic, and you can actually put it in a cup and drink it, sir. I'm like, well.
Our bug-killing chemical is so good at killing things that it's safe to drink. You got fucking scammed, and you just bought snake oil, dude.
No, I didn't. No,
yes,
come on.
Did. You are going to be spraying water on your house for 6 fucking months.
Oh, come on.
And we'll still have the plague in the studio.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, that's what made me do it. I forgot about that. Do you guys remember?
And sting you on the
Listen,
dick,
do you want to make fun of me or have the plague in the studio? Thank you, Bobby.
I was expecting you to get 3 free magazines.
I don't know. I just feel bad for people. You don't feel bad for people at the door that come to your door?
Here's the thing. Maybe it's the area I'm in is more prone to cops and warrants and searches.
Jesus, where do you live?
The fucking shithole, man.
Apparently.
Not even kidding you. I had multiple cops in my subdivision, one blocking the road right by my house. I'm like, hey, I live here, so can I get into the area? He's like, where do you live? Literally, I'm like, there, the house you're in front of. He's like, all right, we'll go inside and stay inside. We're looking for someone.
Oh, Jesus.
This is the area in which I live. The Fries by me, on 3 separate occasions, the same kid has come to me with a bucket looking to get money because his sister or aunt or niece, all of which were the same fucking photo, needed money because she'd been hit by a car, quote.
It's the same photo?
And same photo with casts made of fucking toilet paper.
I didn't know you lived in the barrio.
All right. Yeah, you fucking need money. You know who needs money, dude? Me. Fucking money.
Stop yelling. Well, if you dress...
That's where I live. So I have...
Thomas, if you did... Okay, you know what? If you wore a polo and little khaki pants and you came to my house sweating and glistening with body sweat and you seductively seduced me to buy your product, then you know what? You could make some money too.
You know what I do, Mike, when I answer the door to those people?
What do you do?
I say no and hand them a bottle of water.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not rude to the people who come to my door, but I do not buy that.
She does that to me when I ask for sex, too.
No.
Here, keep talking. I got to find our break.
I'm not rude to the people that come through or come to the door. I wasn't rude to that guy. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't have the money, and I'm not going to pay for this stuff. That's not... I'm not going to sign a contract on your phone not knowing what the fuck it is.
Yeah, like today I went to Chipotle and there's these people right outside the door and they're like...
The Chipotle by you does that all the fucking time.
Yeah, it's those people. I guess like if you buy something, like they donate a backpack to a kid or something like that. And so today I was walking into...
It saves a life or something like that.
I don't know. I didn't
I just want fucking guacamole.
Exactly. Give me my fucking burrito. So I'm walking and the guy, they start talking to you in hopes that you'll stop and talk to them. And so I wasn't rude. I conversed with him. Like I answered all his questions, but I kept walking. I didn't stop. And so I went in, got food. I came walking out and they're crowding the whole sidewalk.
They're blocking the area.
They're mobbing. They're mad mobbing.
And so I'm like, I squeezed through. I'm like, excuse me. And the guy that was selling whatever.
He's all whammy.
So dumb. And he says a rude comment to me. And like everybody around him laughs. I just kind of look at him. I'm like, don't be a dick, dude.
See, that's where people get punched.
I'll go right now.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go Chipotle. Punch some people.
But Yeah, they're all.
It's uncalled for. You were nice to him, and you didn't get a sale. He didn't get a sale out of you. So he's a jerk to you.
No, he was a jerk, and I wanted to say something, but I kept it together because I walked back or past them, and I was like, "Excuse me," and he's like, "Oh, excuse me, miss. Can I talk to you?" And he says it real low, so like I can barely even hear him, and he's talking to the ladies, and like he's basically mocking me,
that you're just walking past.
Yeah. I'm like, really? I'm going to stop and buy something now. Why be an ass?
I don't think businesses should allow people to talk, their employees. Like I said before, I think all Chipotle employees should wear handcuffs and muzzles. Muzzles. Just don't speak. Just nod and smile through your muzzle. And then also don't allow anybody to work outside the perimeter of your business trying to, I'm already an easy mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why you send her to Chipotle all the time.
And if you're a black kid or a poor white kid, I'm done. I buy whatever you're selling.
It's true.
I'm going to start a new business and come to Mike's house exclusively.
Oh, please don't. Please.
What? And paint yourself blackface or something?
No, I'm a poor white boy.
Oh, I'm going to paint myself blackface and go over to Mike's house.
The Rain Man Show will be right back.
I ate a bunch of Coke.
Have you ever wanted something so bad that you do just about anything for it? Well, that's exactly how we feel about you. That's right. AdamandEve.com wants you so bad. We're giving you 10 free gifts with your first order. You heard me right. That's 10 free gifts to spice up your love life. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, an adventurous toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. That's 10 free gifts for you shy types who've never tried Adam and Eve before. Just go to adamandeve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, a sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code DEAL30 at checkout and you'll get all 10 free gifts, including free shipping. That's offer code DEAL30. That's DEAL30 at adamandeve.com.
All right, so Patreon, Thomas? Patreon.com/RainManDigital. You can now head over there and start pledging. If you want to help our network grow and continue to grow, pledge anything more than $1.
Anything helps.
$1 and above. And now, starting with just as little as $1, you now start getting content given right back to you. We have the Rain Man...
behind the scenes.
What's it called? The Rain Man? I don't even know what it's called for $1 pledge. Oh, the Rain Man State of the Union, which will now be a 10-minute mini cast that involves either me or different combos. Me and Thomas, me and Tony, me and Bobby, me and Maggie, me and Andrew. Doesn't matter. 10 minutes given to you every single month for just pledging $1. We also have the $3 behind the scenes tier,
which is all kinds of stuff, what we're doing in studio, what we do in our daily life, and moving on.
Yes, and the $5 podcast tier, which is new. We've moved all podcasts to that tier now, and then, of course, we have the video cast for $10. So head over to patreon.com/RainManDigital and be sure to pledge. Help us out. Keep us alive. If I have to, I will wear a polo shirt, get sweaty, and go to your door.
Welcome back. You're listening to The Rain Man Show on Rain Man Digital with your host, Michael Flores.
Weighing 175 pounds.
All right, so apparently Adam West was a coxman.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, I mean...
What do you do?
How can you not? When you're the first Batman, and you're walking around with tights, you have a nice package. I mean, you have to stay in shape. This is before the fake muscles that they CGI on, or even the bodysuits. So you got to look good, right?
Especially for the 60s.
This is the 60s. He's plowing
the bar was
chicks.
lower.
Yeah, well, apparently Adam West has become more interesting after death. Because I wish this type of news hits before the man's dead.
Yeah.
Don't you want to know these things? Like, it makes you wonder, what are we going to find out about you, Thomas, when you die?
Horrifying things.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of bodies in the basement.
Yeah, see, that would be interesting. You become an interesting individual. I mean, for the most part, I know comic book fans and Batman fans are like, oh, Adam West is always interesting. But come on, he hasn't been really truly relevant
He's
for
been
years.
on Family Guy for how long now?
How has he not been like on a talk show where he like just unleashed this information?
You'd think it would have come to light sooner.
Yeah. So
these
apparently,
days.
Batman star Adam West had sex with 8 women a night.
Jesus.
8 women a night. Holy family viewing, Batman.
At one time?
It turns out the Cape Crusaders fetching satin pants spent a lot of time on the floor, according to a new article that's been released.
So he was a real superhero.
Adam West, who died on Saturday at age 88, became a TV legend for his camped-up portrayal of the hero in the 60s. But behind the mask was a sex-mad actor who slept with up to 8 women a night. See, now this is how you do it, Bill. This is how you do it.
Consensual.
Consensual sex is the key.
He pulled it out of his utility belt.
So stupid. What, drugs?
Yeah.
Go, Bat Viagra.
He always carried a roofie in that belt.
Oh,
Jesus. Batman, not Cosby.
I just was trying to give... Oops. What's going on here?
Someone's getting smashed up.
Bobby, you're a big Batman guy.
Yeah.
And you're a big Adam West guy. Have you ever heard of this before?
I heard that he was a ladies' man.
Okay.
I didn't know it was to this extreme of the 8 and the
When
night.
did he sleep is my question.
Okay, so he and co-star Burt Ward, who played sidekick Robin, also romped with eager groupies in their dressing room in between scenes.
Dude, the 60s were just a great time. They really
That's
were.
wonderful.
There's just
Send 3 more in, please.
that doesn't happen at anything like
I
that.
bet you their lines came from their sexcapades, like the whole holy thing.
Yeah.
The holy thing. Holy cum, Batman!
Oh my God.
Holy splatter! Holy splatter on her face, Batman!
Gush!
Go ahead, Tony. Keep going.
Plop.
Go ahead. Who's next?
Oh God! No, we just need to watch this show now.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
I mean, the stories that these guys had, and we're just now hearing about it. I like that. See, now I want to talk to Burt Ward, but unfortunately, this guy's fame just went up a notch because of Adam West's death. Now,
No kidding.
Now he's going to be the go-to guy to get all these stories. I would love to get him on the show and actually talk about this. I'm like, tell me.
What's the number?
Well, yeah, give me that number. And did your weird-looking clothing ever deter women?
I like how
let's be honest.
in the article it says because of the physical limitations of the costume, you gotta have quickies.
Oh,
Apparently, that's what he said.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? He said
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
So apparently, the costume was not a deterrent.
Okay, Wes explained Bert and I were like kids in a candy store. It was the swinging 60s.
Yeah.
This is the best story ever. God bless Batman.
Batman is the best hero. I think this cinches it.
Isn't he like the greatest detective of all time?
Well, Adam West might be the greatest cocksmith of all time. Natalie and Lana Wood, Raquel Welch.
Raquel Welch is amazing.
Yeah.
She was the hot woman of the 60s, 70s, and I would even wager the 80s where she was getting older.
And I'm not going to lie, I would bang her today because we saw her at WonderCon walking around and
Is
she
she
held
hot?
up pretty well.
Really? Sounds like a good plan to me, Robin.
To her Batcave.
It's so bad. So bad.
Oh my God, I love Tony right now.
Holy fist, Batman.
Jesus Christ.
It's amazing the things that you find out after death. But I don't know. Did Adam West has talked about it, obviously, that these are quotes from him.
Yeah.
But it's funny that it never really made headlines. I would think hearing Adam West say these things would have made more of a ripple than it obviously did.
You would have thought somebody would have been upset about this by now. In today's standards where we dig through everyone's closet just to find something to throw up into the limelight, something like this, it doesn't happen today by any means of the imagination. So for this to not come to light earlier is really surprising to me.
Now, I don't know if I can watch this show anymore and see. I mean,
I'm going to go back and watch
Oh
this
yeah,
show
I'm gonna
now,
watch
dude.
every single episode.
You
now.
look at all the female extras, and you're like, that one,
Wonder if
that
you-
one,
I wonder if you
probably
ever-
that
I
one.
wonder if you ever had a boner, like in the, because like those pants, those clothes are so tight.
You're probably going to go back and watch
And
now.
usually you have less dick room for a good 10, 15 minutes after sex, most of the time, right? You stay, let's get a little personal here, Thomas. After sex, you stay kind of nice size, right?
Yeah,
Do you,
yeah, you do.
you hang a little extra for a few minutes afterwards?
Right. Well, sometimes
Right?
you can go multiple.
Right. But I'm saying, let's say you're done.
Okay.
Okay. You're officially done having sex. You've cashed out. And
You're still,
you're pretty good. If you put your underwear
on
on and your
display
pants,
for a bit.
you look pretty good. Yeah. Damn, I'm leaning pretty good right now. Why can't I look like this all the time? So imagine Batman and Robin boning chicks and then going on set like, Adam West and Burt Ward, you're needed to the set ASAP, please. And they're walking out.
Should I tuck this up, or where can I put this? This Robin
right
suit
behind the
doesn't.
utility belt.
This Robin suit doesn't allow me to push it down because of my panties I have to wear.
Yeah. Adam West, please put the dick away. We need you to put your utility belt back on, put those pants on, and please proceed to the set. The AD is requesting you on set.
I'm just gonna do this one sitting in the Batmobile. Can we?
probably why
Can
they were
we?
there.
Can
Mike,
we?
I've been looking at the dailies. We got to do a whole new reshoot. I don't know if you've looked at the lower than the waist.
I don't care. Get Adam West out here immediately. We have a schedule we have to maintain.
Sir.
The studio needs Adam West to the set ASAP, please.
Sir, they're still aroused.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah. It's they took some pills. I don't really know what's going on, but it's apparently
Maybe
4
we
hours.
can throw in something where, the Riddler gives him some, like, a toxin that makes him erect. We can make it work in the story. Let's make it work.
It's the 60s. Fuck it.
Little we know, those animation bubbles came because they hide their boners.
Boing.
I have an idea. We will put bang over their dicks during the scene, and they won't be able to
We'll
see
just
them.
intercut each shot.
Now,
we'll
they-
hide all the dicks.
Did they actually do, I can't remember, did they do cuts of the POW and did you lose the scene?
It would
or did it
spin
do it?
into the screen
Yeah,
and
okay.
consume the entire screen for a couple of
And
seconds.
hide the boners.
Yeah, I'm willing to wager that Adam West, that famous dance scene that I love?
Yeah.
Is high as fuck.
God, I love that scene, dude. That's such a...
He probably just got laid.
Like, to this day, I don't care how cheesy you think it is. When you pop that scene on, that scene is cool. And then you have Burt Ward in the Batmobile, like, bobbing his head to the music. It's a cool scene. It's like something ripped from a Tarantino movie.
It kind of is.
In fact, Tarantino ripped probably that from Batman. Now, Maggie,
Yes,
you're a woman.
I am.
Yeah. Is Adam West a good-looking guy?
I go back and forth on this one because in some photos he looks kind of good. Yeah, no, that's one of my favorite photos of him.
Okay, let me have a few questions for you and answer them fast and firm, please.
Can you see
Wham
Burt Ward's
bam in your
penis?
face.
Would you choose Adam West or Burt Ward?
You can totally see Burt Ward's wiener in there.
Yeah.
The show's over here.
Yeah,
Do not be distracted by Bobby.
No,
please.
No.
the real show's over there.
Yeah.
Adam
I
West
saw
or
his
Burt
peen.
Ward?
Probably Burt.
All right.
The boy wonder.
Everyone.
There's no wonder in those pants.
Oh, wait, does he have a big D?
Yeah,
You
you
can
can
see a
you can see
bulge
the
in his
outline and
photo.
the
You
bulge
can
in the
see
picture.
it. That's why I was distracted. It was.
I can't see
It's
that.
wham
You
bam
bring
in
it
your
up
face.
on your-
It's like pow.
All right, simmer down. Simmer down.
if you look
right
it-
there, it's 50 years later, and it's working in this studio right now. She wants to hook up with
Hello,
Batman and Robin.
Bert.
It's up tucked to the left when you look at the picture.
Uptuck hurts. Have you guys tried uptucking when you're hard?
It doesn't work.
Even when you're not hard, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
When you're hard,
I
though, you
wouldn't
put it in
know.
the belt loop or your belt waist so it doesn't show.
Black guys do
Singe
What
and
if it
choke the
pops
life
out?
out
You know,
of it.
black guys do that. They uptuck. And I grew up with black guys, and we would be getting dressed, and my buddies.
Wait,
all-
what?
And their shirts
Wait,
would be
is-
short, and they would put their hands up, and I would just see the top of the wiener.
And I would.
That's where your focus was.
So stupid.
And then we'd watch Batman.
No, like, guys talk about penis growing up, and you guys never did guy talk where you
No,
talk about your dick.
I know what guy talk
Yeah, that's
is.
all, that's what I'm saying. Don't make it homoerotic. It's not, okay?
Well, I mean, it
just
kind of
because
Yeah.
I'm a young strapping Mexican
Virile
young boy
man,
talking
yes.
to a young strapping black African American. Don't
And
make it
writes
homoerotic.
itself. It writes itself.
Do not make it homoerotic. It's innocent.
Okay.
We were showing each other our dicks. I was saying I down tuck. He was saying he up tucks. I said, wow, let me see. One thing led to another. And
that was camp.
And boom, pow.
Oh, my goodness.
No, for real, though. Like, I had nothing but black friends growing up. And they all up tuck. And just because of conversations you have while you're playing video games, you're at the swimming pool, and I'm like, dude, that is uncomfortable. And his penis is like almost, I'm like, listen, black guys have big penises anyways. The tip of your dick is going to fall out the top of your pants, not the bottom, the top. Yeah, up tucking. We should have an up tuck contest and see who can do it the longest. You know, like all of us
the longest out of the top of our
let's
pants?
get really gay here. I'm saying we should have Andrew could be a participant, and we all have up.
Andrew want to be a judge.
He'll be bonered the whole time.
We go to the strip club, a live radio remote of Rain Man show, and we make sure we get hot strippers, and they do the little twerking right in front of us. And before we start, we have to up tuck, okay? And we have to see who can last the longest without it hurting. All right.
That's a lot of work.
Up tucking hurts, and to make sure it stays, you got to put a belt around you as well.
I think it's a little different now that my gut would hang over the top of my penis.
Oh,
smash it down.
That doesn't sound sexy at all, Bobby. The beautiful thing about radio is you can make yourself, at least 40 pounds lighter. I mean, that's what I do.
Are you saying I'm 40 pounds overweight?
I'm just saying. Listen. When a man says his gut gets in the way of his dick, I'm just saying
with the up tuck.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
One thing led to another. Tony's now silent for some reason.
Like, I thought about going, how did this conversation go from Adam West and Batman to up tucking? Boing.
So what else does the article say for Adam West here? I guess this is a new segment. He said we walked in and it was an orgy.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just another day at the studio.
Frank Gorshin, who played Batman's baddie, the Riddler, said he walked in and it was an orgy. So I immediately went out into the Batman character. I went immediately into the Batman character. That doesn't make any sense.
No, the story is that during the orgy they started getting into their characters.
It was role play,
and apparently they were kicked out. They were kicked out of the orgy because the guy that was running it didn't like the Batman and Riddler impressions.
It's not because he didn't like the impressions. It's because every woman was trying to queue up for a ride on the Batmobile.
Exactly.
So who's better looking, Burt Ward, Adam West, the actor that plays Riddler, or the actor that played the Joker? Because the Joker's pretty cool looking, right? No, he's not?
No.
Oh, really? Because as
he's
the
got
Joker,
a creeper mustache that they painted over. It's a whole thing.
But Catwoman is Catwoman and Batwoman, right? Batwoman, or is it Catwoman?
Batgirl and Catwoman.
Oh, I'm trying to be progressive here, okay?
No, this is the 60s. We're talking about orgies
at
the workplace.
And there was like 3 Catwomen.
Oh, was there? Really?
Yeah, we're like 2 whites and a black.
That's racist. That's so racist, Tony.
I didn't find anything wrong with it.
Yeah. So, all right. So we're going to be off. Switching gears here for a moment, Thomas. We're going to be off for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh no, someone's dying.
And it's not going to be just the Rain Man show. The entire network will be off, which we don't usually do an entire network wide shutdown except during winter break.
Yeah.
We're going to be off air everything for about 2 weeks. I believe it's going to be the last week of June, leading to the first week of July, because what we're going to be doing is completely gutting the studio and upgrading and redoing things. I'm going to set this up to be a little bit easier so that eventually down the road, I don't have to be the one to always reach equipment. Maybe we can get somebody in here to run stuff for me, like the main stuff, if there's an issue. Yeah. Most of this stuff is all set. Like the main system is already set for the show. There's a few minor tweaking I do for your mic and Tony's mic and Bobby's mic, whoever may come in.
Because we switch seats sometimes, yeah.
Right, but for the most part, everything's pretty much set once we start. But I'm going to set things up to where it's going to be more designed like a radio station, because right now it's all designed for me to control things. And that's it.
A central hub.
Right, and I'm going to move things around to where it's more set up like a radio station, where we have the bulk of the equipment over on this wall on a rack system.
Yeah.
And also it takes away some of the heat from me in this corner as well. Meaning actual temperature, because it gets so hot back here.
So when we come back, this entire room is really going to look drastically different.
At least this side of the wall, because I need to make things like more conducive for video as well. Meaning the video is fine when we shoot it, but
it's a pain to maneuver.
Yeah, there's literally no walk room. Once we have cameras, and now we have 3 cameras running when we do video. And last night, Ryan was just, doing what Ryan does. Instead of helping out, he's trolling me and David as we're setting up cameras. He'll, how many more cameras are you guys going to get in here before you guys start falling on shit? I'm like, why don't you help?
No.
Why don't you help, Ryan? Yeah, so we have 3 cameras now running in the studio, and we need to make it more conducive for moving around. And I'm going to design like a system where I can have a camera up in different corners on beams, so that we get, because I'm going to get 2 more action cameras that would capture the entire studio. And the reason why I want to do that is not only so we can get some intercut shots during video casts for the actually, professionally produced video cast, like for Supernatural and also the Rain Man Best Of. But also, we're going to be introducing a new Patreon tier where we're turning this studio into a voyeur central.
We are finally getting crotch cams.
They could be. You never know. You may decide to log on one day.
Give the people what they want, like Batman.
Right. And the camera may be just below the penile line, and Ryan may have an up-tuck shot, right? So we're going to have action cameras in here, and the whole point is that what we're going to do is we're going to now capture every time we're currently doing a live show, whether it be Star Wars From the Back to Tank, or a Supernatural The Crossroads show, or a Rain Man, or any show, DC on CW. It doesn't matter what it is. But if we're live in the studio, you may just be able to see it. Meaning, I'll flip the switch. It won't be heavily produced, meaning, again, it's not going to be the high quality video cast. It's going to be different than that.
But you get to sit in the room.
You get to have a bird's eye view of whatever's happening in the studio. Even if we haven't even officially gone live yet, we may flip it on and you may hear what we do before the show. And it's all going to be from that voyeur aspect. It's going to be that bird's eye in the sky. Someone's watching you. Fly on the wall view. And I'm hoping to have that all set up within the next 2 to 3 weeks, because it's going to be a Patreon tier. And for you Patreon subscribers who have already subscribed to the $15 tier, you're going to have it automatically. It's just going to be thrown into the $15 tier, which currently the $15 tier is what?
The gifts, they get shirts and
it's the quarterly gifts. No, it's quarterly gifts. Plus now you're also going to get that live video voyeur cam.
Yep.
Which is going to be fun. We just got to be careful, because sometimes you guys say something, Ryan says something that shouldn't be said on air.
And he takes his pants off and the whole thing.
Right.
So we're going to be down for 2 weeks.
We're going to be down for about 2.5 weeks while I redo everything in the studio, because the actual resetting is only going to take a day, moving everything around.
Things.
Well, no, it's the actual replugging. I got to repatch wires back here and make sure it works. And also at the same time,
reset them up, or you have to patch stuff?
Once I move things, I have to unpatch it and I have to repatch, and I'm doing it differently.
Okay.
So right now, according to Dustin, I've connected everything the wrong way. It works, but
he said that for years now.
Yeah, and there's an easier way to do things. So I'm going to do it based on the real setup. So everything's going to work a little differently in here, and it's going to be more effective.
Will we have less tech issues? Theoretically.
No, come on, don't be silly, Tom.
I don't want to change the formula.
I don't know why you had to even throw that.
I don't want to change.
Listen, if you want the non-tech issue show, then that's going to be about $100 tier.
All recorded, nothing live.
I'll pretend it's live. Hey guys, we're live right now. Hi.
We should revise our celebrity death watch, since we're going to be down for 2 weeks. Give those celebrities a heads up.
Should we do before we sign off for those 2 weeks?
I don't know. I don't want that blood on my hands,
we should probably do a death poll, like a little wager.
Jesus,
I think we should.
I'm up for it.
Tony's a dark motherfucker, dude.
Let's kill some fuckers. Let's do it.
I'm going to make sure I win. I'm going to go and shoot Stanley in the head.
Oh God.
No.
Yes,
he'll be in Vegas next week too.
He's overrated.
Hey,
I'm just gonna. I know. I said it on purpose. He's overrated.
Dick.
Hey, there were a lot of people that were looking forward. There were a lot of people looking forward to seeing Adam West at the next con.
See, I think Adam West is more accomplished than Stanley.
Oh, them's fighting words.
I'm just
until
saying.
Stanley dies, we find out he fucked 23 women at a night.
Just last week.
Then he'll all of a sudden earn
his own little Batman.
I'll give him some verbal accolades for that. I actually fucked the owner of DC's wife. All right. So speaking of that and rearranging things for Patreon, I kind of want to briefly go through a few options with you, and also for the listeners who are listening in. And I'm going to open up the phone lines right now. Maggie, can you pull up the phone number on the chat, please? on the app. Can you look it up and find out the number? Because I don't memorize it, unfortunately. But I'm going to open up our phone lines as well. So if people want to call in and pitch some ideas for Patreon, then please do. In fact, give me 10 seconds. Thomas, take over, please.
So a lot of this stemmed from what something Bobby and I and Mike talked about in the beginning is when we first introduced it, it came out, Patreon for us came out at the end of the year, which, as Mike said, is when we go off air for a long fucking time. And we're like, well, we'll throw it up and then we'll see what people react to and what gets positive feedback and what we can add. And the last couple of months, we've kind of gotten some feedback, and we've also just come up with new ideas ourselves, new things we want to do. I mean, Bobby and I have been talking about something involving video games lately. So this is kind of what people like, what people want to see from it, and what people enjoy already that we do provide.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to changing up some stuff because I mean, we've talked about ideas for a little bit now. Not just crotch cams. Although that is like just like the one that's like on the top of the board, always circles back to that.
Whatever we can get for porno wise.
Yeah. And eventually, that's the ultimate goal, right? We're going to change the studio's whole message.
That's the whole thing. That's a rearranging. It's actually going to be it's a different couch.
Same color.
Same color.
And it'll be interactive porn that also has us discussing shows.
Yes.
God, that's a terrible
All
idea.
right. So thank you, Thomas. Okay, so when it comes to Patreon, I want to understand. I want to get in the minds of the listeners. I want to find out truly what they want, because obviously we're having a disconnect issue. We're only at 55 subscribers on Patreon, right? Which, with the thousands of listeners who tune in every week to our channel, I begin to get a bit discouraged, because I'm like, listen, 55 people out of thousands. So I'm wondering if we're not offering what they want. And if that happens to be more Rain Man or more DC on CW or more Star Wars, let us know. Be vocal. Say,
you want
hey,
to win a date with Ryan?
Yeah, win a date with Ryan Denton.
I still think we should do that.
Whatever. That's a joke, but I mean,
I'm serious.
If you live locally, it could work. Point is that don't be shy to say, hey, this is what I would like to see. And it doesn't mean I'm going to do it, but I may throw it in the hat here. And when we go back to reworking some ideas, I'll throw it in. I know I've had a couple listeners ask about various things, and because of their ideas, I've included it into potential things that we may release down the road. Right now, of course, we have the $1 tier, we have the $3 tier, we have the $4 tier. That's all stuff you guys have become familiar with. And of course, the new $5 podcast tier, which includes all of the previous things except videocast that were in the $10 tier. There's no longer Rain Man Digital Premium tiers, Thomas.
Right.
It's no longer Rain Man Digital Premium. Like before, you would sign up for premium by signing on to $10. Now, anytime you subscribe, it's considered a premium. However, there's different tiers to the Rain Man Digital Premium package.
Right.
Okay, so we keep going up. I figured that'd be less confusing than that, especially since we started
on Patreon, but I'm not premium. But what?
Right, and especially since we dropped the podcasts themselves to the $5 tier. So if people want Star Trek, but they're not into the supernatural, then why should they have to pay $10? For a video cast they don't really watch.
Exactly.
So now, I'm not saying you guys please don't cancel your $10. Be a pal here. Be a pal here and just keep paying it. But now hopefully we can grab more people for those $5 tiers, and maybe now the DC on CW hosts can actually get behind their show and start promoting. Besides Bobby, because of course I have no complaints of Bobby. Bobby does his job and more times 5. He's
10 of the patrons himself.
He's so stupid. He's the lesser me. So I mean, we need to get more of the hosts involved as well to start promoting Patreon, to their friends and family. Listen, I'm not too good to start doing. Like I said, I made a joke during our live read, but I'll go door to door.
Yeah,
I'll start doing car washes and Girl Scout cookies,
bikini car wash.
Yeah, I mean, you remember when you used to have those candy sales at school? And your mother would take it to her job, and all the friends would buy. I'm not against doing that either.
Take it to work.
I'm going to take it to give it to my mom. I say, Mom, sign up your friends.
Help! I want to win the prize.
Are you going to be outside Chipotle with usernames and passwords?
If I have to, we have to do something to save this network and pull the nose up. And believe me, I'm pounding the pavement as well for sponsorships as well.
Yeah, we're not just leaning on Patreon.
Right. So we have the $15 tier, which will be the live video tier, access to live camera feed, and anytime there is a live show, you can stream video live, plus quarterly gifts and all previous awards. And just know that, Thomas, like anytime you subscribe to a tier, whatever tier it is, above $1, you are also
you get everything below.
So that's a lot of fucking content.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff. And I want to thank Mike Forward for actually saying that. That means a lot when people say things like that. When he posted in our VIP page where he said, Jesus, $5. No, what was his exact words? $5. That's a great value. Thank you.
Yeah. It was along those lines.
Yeah, it makes me feel good when people show appreciation for the amount of work that we do. I mean, listen,
it's not easy.
I have low self-esteem. I'm insecure. I need to hear it sometimes. Maggie knows. She needs to tell me that I'm good.
You're beautiful.
Yeah. She's like, your penis is a good size, Mike. It's a good size. It doesn't matter.
She laughed at that part.
She giggled. It was worse. So the $20 tier is the Skype and Google Hangout monthly with your favorite show hosts, plus all previous rewards. Now, this is the one that Bobby and I have been playing around with, and it seemed to get a few bites. A few people were actually interested, and this is actually a tier I threw in the mix because it was suggested to us, and that was by Ava, and I thank you for throwing ideas in there. Yeah. But it's the guest host tier where you could actually be a part of your favorite show. Each month, you will have the option to guest host on two shows of your choosing, either DCNCW, Supernatural the Crossroads, From the Back to Tank, or even Rain Man. And we are limiting that to 6 patrons, and that's probably $30 a month. Right. But not only that, with that $30, we are also going to allow you. Hold on, we're getting some calls here. Or no, I'm sorry, it's a message from Bobby. You know what? The studio number. Thank you, Bob. The studio number, if you guys want to call in and pitch in some ideas, 818-394-0279. The phone line is open. So if you want to voice your opinion on things that we should do, then please let us know. But the $30 tier, there will be an additional $30 charge for the first month. For studio equipment. And that's, if you want to get mad at somebody, that's Bobby. But he's actually trying to protect the profit and make sure that I'm not spending more money because he already knows that I spend over $1,000 now to keep this network, $1,000 a month to keep this network afloat. And he said, listen, you can't give away free equipment and free shows for $30 a month. You have to charge them something more than that. So I figured rather than charging them $50 a month, hey, you'll get an initial $30 charge for equipment fees.
But then you get that stuff sent to you.
And then it's yours. It's yours, and then it's just $30 a month. And of course, I'm going to teach you how to plug everything in because the equipment, when you guest host, I want to make sure the audio sounds good. So you're going to understand how to record your show and make sure it sounds good. So that's something that I'm going to throw out there probably in July. I know Jesse Hansen, one of our listeners, was asking about that as well. So I don't know if he's interested in that. However, I did find out today that he's also messaging other hosts about the equipment we use. So I don't know why he's doing that. Shame on you, Jesse.
Well, no,
I don't know. I don't know if Jesse's overly excited to do this or if he's trying to steal. I don't know. So stupid. But I mean, he sends me a message a couple days ago asking me about it. And then next thing I know, I'm getting messages from Dustin Lucas and Clint telling me that some guy, Jesse, is asking them about what equipment they use. I'm like, come on, Jesse.
He wants to be on the network.
I want to be on the network now. But seriously, simmer down, Jesse. You're stealing. So stupid. Like it's trade secrets. Just like last week, we talked about, the Mexican women who were upset about the burritos.
Yeah.
This is Mike's burrito.
This is my burrito.
Jesse's trying to steal your tortilla. And because you're Mexican.
I don't know how to feel about it. It kind of struck a chord. It's like, come on, Jesse.
I get to run the equipment, and I only get certain things that I'm allowed to touch.
Yeah.
He tapes off every other button except the ones you get to use.
I don't know. I mean, am I being silly about it, or
No, I don't think so. And I mean, now that you've told people about the $30 option, I think it might be something he's interested in.
If he never knew about that, and he was asking, hey, I want to sound like you guys, then I'll be okay. But the fact that he asked me about it, then he proceeds to start asking people about the equipment. I'm like, dude, you were just asking me about
maybe he didn't realize what you get out of it.
Maybe that's fair enough. Fair enough.
He's going, I'm going to make a better burrito.
Don't let his last name fool you. Hansen, he's a Mexican, so he's swindling. He's making deals.
I've already got the cheese and the meat. I just need that tortilla.
Yeah. Don't steal, okay? I'm not a friend of torrenting.
Oh,
so stupid. All right. So the next new trend is a good trend. I know we're usually against
It's some
trends.
stupid challenge.
No, this is not stupid, Tom. It's watch your tongue.
I'm
What?
just saying, most of those ones are like, cause bodily harm or, jizz water in your face and don't look weird about it.
Jesus.
Remember that? Katy Perry and Andrew?
I tried to forget.
Oh, you will remember that haunting image.
Speaking of forgetting, again, I guess I'm going to pick on people. I apologize to the subscribers on Patreon who was not able to see Andrew get water thrown all over his face because David, for some reason, did a terrible job capturing it, and it was nowhere to be found. He was walking around the camera, or he was walking around with a camera without pushing record, apparently.
Yeah.
That's the Filipino way of doing things.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by Mexicans and Filipinos. All right, so the new trend, Thomas, is to decorate your body with adhesive.
Wait, what?
And only making sure to cover up all the important parts.
Adhesive meaning glue?
Like pasties?
Like I'm assuming it's like some type of sticker.
It's
Adhesive.
tapes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've
Tape.
seen this at parties.
Yeah, this is
Really?
an old thing.
Yeah.
What parties do you go to? Can I go?
Adam West porn parties.
Oh, please.
Everyone
please.
all the guys were dressed as Batman.
Yeah, this is nothing new.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is
Destroyer
more,
of Shows Part 2.
These are far more intricately designed, but yeah, there was parties in college where girls would just wear tape over their nipples and
yes. that's-
washing the tape and stuff.
No,
like that.
I
But
mean,
now
like,
it's
the
becoming
design.
a whole thing.
Good.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I'm
More
saying.
power to it.
Yeah.
Click on that hashtag, the Black Tape
Can
Project.
we make Andrew do it?
Wait, hold on. Bobby, what now?
the hashtag, the
click
Black
on-
Tape Project?
Okay, I'm clicking on it. Black Tape Project, or just Black Tape?
Black Tape Project shows a bunch of pictures of.
Are they hot women, or do you have a bunch of like?
Now they're attractive.
Oh, damn!
Stop.
There's no
Jesus.
Andrews on
Good
this.
God! Oh, Wonder Woman. There's a Wonder Woman one.
Ooh.
This is very sexist. This is very sad. I can't get behind this.
So you have to make
So
Andrew do
dumb.
it then.
Yeah, Andrew.
Okay.
has to do it.
It's at least it's also in good taste though, right? It's not like it's not like Dan Dice painted Vegas bullshit.
Oh.
It look-
No, you don't know.
It looks like a
it's-
Tron outfit.
Yeah, it's actually kind of cool looking. A lot of these images are actually pretty good. Can you actually see if find a bad one? I want to see a terrible one.
It's probably one with just the guy wrapping it around his dick.
Oh.
Wow, who's this black chick that did one? Holy shit, she's actually kind of hot. Big
I
old
think
giant.
Mike derailed his own show.
Yeah.
He's just down Instagram.
Oh, we're done.
Black
It's
Tape
the
Project.
wormhole.
Juan Barros posted this. Hey Juan, if you're listening, let me know who this black chick is. Dang,
So you want people to get involved in this?
dang, burgers and black chicks. Sounds like a new like chicken and waffles restaurant. Come on down to Burgers and Black Chicks. Get your chicken wings hot and spicy while this bitch wears a bucket while serves you.
Black Tape Burka?
Black tape and burger. Mm-hmm. Chicken fried steak and black
Oh
bitches.
my god! What just happened?
Come on. Don't be shy, you white folk. Come on down to Black Bitches and Burgers. It keeps morphing the name. I'm trying to sell it.
I found Andrew.
Oh.
What do you mean you found Andrew?
There's like a white
There's
nerdy
a
guy.
sad nerdy picture of
Wait,
a
really?
dude.
Can you put it in
I'm
hip
not
chat?
even kidding.
Yeah, hold on. let
Okay,
me
put
see.
it in a hip chat. No,
Oh,
post it in Invasion Force.
All right, hold on. And he just has black tape over his nipples, looking sad.
Yeah, put that in the Invasion Force. I need to see that ASAP.
Yeah,
How long will it take? Can I wait in silence? Or will that be bad for radio?
I think that'd probably be bad for radio. But I do think
anticipation.
Andrew should be involved in this in some way. I think he has to be, right?
Do we? Okay, listen, Thomas, I want to defend you sometimes against Andrew's gay coming on to you. Like
Coming on him?
Coming on?
his
Jesus, wow.
overly aggressive nature towards you. I want to
Yeah.
defend you. I don't want to get sued someday down the road that I allowed such behavior to happen in
So
the
you want
studio.
to stay away from that?
But then you take a topic that's about hot women and tape. It's like, let's get Andrew doing this.
That's Maggie's idea first.
But you said it.
And on this show,
Your voice cut through.
on the Rain Man show, the bitch of the show is Andrew.
Oh, Jesus. All right. So I wouldn't mind too. I think Andrew and Tony should do it. Adhesive showdown.
Adhesive
All right, Bobby posted it in the Invasion Force. If you guys are not in the Invasion Force, just Google Rain Man Invasion Force on Facebook. Put it in a little search engine if you're not part of the Invasion Force and you're a listener of the show, and you can be a part of our discussions that happens on Facebook. Let me see. How come it didn't come up for me?
I don't know. Everybody else is laughing. So
I see it.
I don't see it. Hold on.
I don't know if you
I have Mexican internet over here. Oh, this is Andrew.
Yeah, it is.
You should have tagged Andrew in this. This is so dumb. Yes, can we need to
have him recreate that photo.
We need Andrew to recreate
Come
this.
on.
We're going to have him do it. You know what? What is this? Is this electrical tape?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, I have
have
electrical
some.
tape. But no, it can't be. Electrical tape doesn't really hold on to the skin very well.
oh no, it'll work.
It'll be
Really?
fine.
Can we bring you into the studio to do it?
I'll hold his ass down.
No, I want you to actually
He
tape
might like
him.
that.
I'll tape him.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should do that.
Barnyard Wrestling Edition.
Yeah. Hog time with electrical tape.
This is getting dark.
Why not? All right, are you ready for news, Bob?
Sure.
All right, let's get into this.
And now it's time for news with
Bobby.
Andrew.
Could fubbing?
Well, hold on,
be-
Bob. You gotta let me get.
This is
I
not
gotta.
done.
I gotta give you the cue. And take it away.
Could fubbing secretly be ruining your relationship?
What's fubbing?
What?
Fubbing?
Bubbing?
Fubbing?
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 With
I don't
an
know.
F.
How
Is
to
that a typo
Oh,
of
boy.
fibbing?
All right, let's let Bobby get through it.
Hey, do you spend more quality time with your phone than you do your partner?
Yes.
Are you compulsively checking for notifications
Yes.
and endlessly scrolling through your social media feeds
Yes.
while in the presence of your significant other?
Yes.
This is why I invited her to the show today. I want an intervention.
It's an intervention.
And some quality time.
If this sounds like you,
I swear to God, one time we were having sex and she was checking her notifications.
It was important, okay?
she went live.
Apparently, whiskey is everything. Oh, go ahead, continue.
If this sounds like you may be one of the millions of people.
Get in the mic, Bobby. I don't know why you disappeared.
The mic
Oh,
fell
my mic
down.
just actually fell.
That's
Yeah.
good job.
Well, I'm not.
It's Andrew's fault.
I didn't
Are
blame
Are you
Bobby.
sure it's Andrew
just went
disguised as
limp.
Bobby?
It just went limp.
It just went limp on me. I didn't even touch it. Phone addiction is a thing. Seriously. Bubbing?
I guess that's what it's
I
called.
mean, I don't even know.
Just let Bobby get through. Don't even say anything.
Yeah.
Andrew, Thomas, don't say. Just let him. I forgot that he doesn't know how to
Yeah,
read.
that I don't know how to read. But
All right.
what is that word?
It's the actual word. That's the word. Read the read the news, Bob. Oh my God.
Is a portanium of phone and snubbing
Jesus.
when a conversation
Next
is
time I bitch about Andrew, just smack me.
interrupted by attention being given to a smartphone rather than the person you're with. When it's your loved one who bears the brunt of the compulsive action, it's called fubbing, partner phone snubbing.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a phenomenon directly resulting from the emergence of a phone addiction that, according to an extensive review of recent studies on the condition, is a problem tightly linked to an unprecedented technology development in the past decade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shouldn't surprise anybody. I think you look around, how many people are on their phone?
Yeah, and I have found myself doing that. I want to say about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I was checking my notifications a lot for no reason. I would actually I'm like, I just checked 30 seconds ago. I don't need to check. So what I do now is I actually have, when my son's here, I'll have family night and all that means is no phones, no technology, except maybe the TV. And we're all going to sit down and we're not going to check our phones. Because it does happen. Like everybody, my son's doing it, Maggie's doing it, I do it, and I don't like it. I feel like it's creating a disconnect in society, and I want to at least try my best. I understand you can't fight technology, and it's going to be a more and more part of the very fabric of American life. But I want to try to push it as far as possible because I think it's hurting a lot of relationships. It really is.
It's actually really annoying because I'll pick up my phone and I'm not even interested in what I'm looking at. And then like I'll get sucked into Facebook. I'm like, why am I looking at Facebook? I don't care about Facebook right now.
There's a lot of studies and a lot of videos and a lot of talks about how it does, the more we're, quote, connected, the more disconnected and alone we are, because you do spend your time looking at the notifications, looking at that stuff, not plugged into the world around you. And there's all kinds of people with, how many people have like the hunched neck thing going on from the desk life and looking down at your phone all the time?
Yeah.
Or even wondering why somebody hasn't liked anything yet.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the worst. You're like, that's funny. Why has nobody liked it yet or responded?
Who gives?
I just delete stuff.
You're like, I didn't get a like in 30 seconds. I actually bet on who's going to like it first, and normally it's Ryan. Within 10 seconds of me
Ryan's
posting
your
something.
backup. I wish I had a Facebook backup, homie. Like, can I have a I want a Facebook backup, homie.
It's a Patreon tier.
Yeah, I love it. I need that. A Facebook backup, homie. Somebody that likes my post no matter what and like backs me up.
You're so funny, Mike.
Even my comments. Even my comments when someone else like wants to do a retort and I comment back, don't like theirs, but like me. I need a Facebook backup, homie.
I'll do it, babe.
I want that.
I'll do it.
I'm serious. I
She
need
will
something.
land
Maggie's
on
always
that
good about
grenade.
it because she's got the 2 accounts. You always get likes from both of them.
Yeah.
I do.
Remember my buddy growing up by Fisher Price?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That creepy ass thing.
I want a Facebook backup, buddy.
He just presses like on everything.
No.
You don't think so, Thomas? You
It's
don't think it's a good idea?
creepy.
You don't want a Facebook backup?
You just said you want to get away from this, and you're like,
No.
you know what? No, in hindsight, if I can get 2
Fubbing
likes.
is one thing, but a Facebook backup homie is totally different.
Look, when was the last time that wasn't something show related that I posted
And you can
something
have-
of my own volition?
Thomas, you have 2 versions. You have the Facebook backup buddy, who's white, and the Facebook backup homie, who's black.
Oh, Jesus.
Is it going to be like a bunch of Cabbage Patch Kids on the bed?
Yeah.
gosh.
This is a missed opportunity. I think there's a market for that. I think there should be companies that do that.
Aren't there little Indian kids over in India that are
God.
What?
liking everything? Can't you pay for that?
Really?
Yes.
I'm going to start this
They have a
business.
Is it
company like
called-
that in the Philippines.
Is it called Facebook backup homies? I might do it.
I feel like we have a bit here.
What else do we have in the news?
Dracula's castle is now being guarded by bears.
That's legit.
After 600 or so years, it is
That's
once
just
again wise to give Dracula's castle a wide berth. The AP reports that the historic Jesus.
Historic Jesus?
Yes, the historic Jesus
Wow.
Castle in Romania was
Jesus and
closed.
Dracula, forget it. I ain't taking that off.
Was closed to tourists late last month for the safety of visitors. Apparently, tourists climbing nearly 1,500 steps to the castle once again belonged to the Vlad, the Impaler, were having close calls with Mama Bears and her 3 cubs. People come first. Their security and integrity are the concern of us. Romanian insider quotes a local official saying, officials are planning on capturing and relocating the bears to a new home once they find them. The Guardian reports, police said the bears are in an area because the tourists leave food behind.
I do like the vision behind
okay.
bears guarding Dracula's castle.
sounded-
It sounds epic.
I imagine vampire bears.
Yes.
Like, of course, that'd be, and they can transform and fly.
So
and
why
that's
did the
whole
bears
fucking
get
thing.
there then? They just
Because
the food?
It's the fucking middle of the woods.
And people are leaving food behind, so that's an easy food source.
Interesting. Did you turn off Facebook Live ever?
I did.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It's been off for some time.
Yeah. Anything more than 5 minutes, the Patreon tier. So stupid. Go ahead, Bobby. What else do we have in the news?
What else do we have in the news? Babies from skin cells prospect is unsettling to some experts.
Ew, what?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Well, simmer down.
Cloning.
Let's be open-minded. Go ahead, proceed with the news.
Nearly 40 years after the world was jolted by the birth of the first test tube baby, a new revolution in reproduction technology is on the horizon, and it promises to be far more controversial than in vitro fertilization ever was.
Well, I didn't know in vitro fertilization.
Yeah, what?
In vitro
In vitro
fertilization.
fertilization.
was even controversial.
Oh, totally.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
All right, what else does it say?
Within a decade or two, researchers say scientists will likely be able to create a baby from human skin cells that have been coaxed to grow inside an egg and sperm.
Chris Chandler just liked my Facebook backup homie post. I think he's volunteering to be my Facebook
go.
backup homie. He's white, but he's blind. That should say something.
Jesus.
You're hitting all the marks, Mike.
Yeah, I'll take a Facebook backup homie. He's
You got
blind.
a demographic bingo going on?
Yeah.
Jesus.
He is blind. He's a blind podcaster. How cool is that? Sounds like the blind samurai. I'm the blind podcaster. See,
how does he post to Facebook?
Yeah.
Chandler, call into the show.
Maybe he's been lying.
I mean, is there a Braille Facebook reader?
I think Chandler's missing an entire marketing opportunity. Like that should be like
his shtick.
the blind podcaster.
Yeah,
that's amazing. How do you find your record button? I don't know. I just push a bunch of things.
They're all on.
Yeah. All right. What else did we have in the news? Actually, no. Continue with this.
Okay. So, where were we?
Test tube
have been
babies.
coaxed to create embryos and plant it in the womb. The process in vitro gamegenesis, or IVG,
Blah, 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 blah.
so far has been used only in mice, but stem cell biologists say it is only a matter of time before it's used in human reproduction, opening up mind-boggling possibilities.
Why, though?
With IVG, two men could be having a baby that was biologically related to both of them by using skin cells, which one would make the egg and one would fertilize as the sperm.
See, that's why it's controversial with the conservative, ultra-right religious bunch.
Well, until it got to that point, I was just asking...
God said a man and a woman, Thomas. God said a man and a woman. Let's see here. Hold on.
He dialed the number right.
He's not. He's a liar. Hold on a second. Hello?
Hey, this is your blind dipshit buddy friend.
Hey, what's up, man? Are you calling to let us know how you push record?
Yeah, well, it's easy enough. Since I do the show, what you realize is that everything has smart keys.
Oh,
so it's not really all that damn difficult. And now the iPhone talks all the time, and you can talk to it.
Okay.
So it's pretty damn easy to do.
All right, because I'm always amazed when I get your show, and I'm like, wow. And I always felt bad because I was criticizing some of the audio, when you were trying to get on the show for a year and a half or on our network, and I'm like, I'm making this man jump through hoops, and he's blind. I'm like, yeah, your audio is just not good enough.
He's plugging into a
VCR.
VCR.
The left eye is plastic, okay? So I can take a ballpoint pen and poke it in my eye and freak people out.
Oh,
jeez.
The right eye is like looking through a soda straw with Vaseline over it. So what I've learned to do is just hit the space bar and play the clips.
This sounds like a Patreon tier. Let's see. We need to get video of Chris poking his eye.
You let me know
for $20 a month. Watch the blind man do funny things.
Come on,
I gotta tell you, for $20, I'll call him personally and tell him to fuck off.
Now it's worth the money.
Oh man! All right, thank you, Chris, for calling in and being a good sport, bud. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, and his show airs Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. and it's news. It's very different than our show, more low key. But I actually find myself listening to it like more often than I'm watching news. Because he doesn't really put a lot of he does have an opinion, but he just reads the news and talks about it. That's it.
Which no one else on the fucking news does.
Yeah. He does get aggressive sometimes, but
aggressive's fine. It's all the nonsense that comes with it.
Yeah. All right, Bob, what else does the article say?
Some scientists have even talked about what they call the Brad Pitt scenario, where someone retrieves celebrity skin cells from a hotel bed or a bathtub, and a baby might come out of that.
See, here's the thing. The two same-sex couple having a kid, I can see that. But the rest of it I see is so many possibilities for creepy things like that. The Brad Pitt.
Where Andrew's making a clone of Thomas.
Exactly.
Like, we can have our baby.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Yeah, no.
But I'm sure there'll be safety precautions. Like, you're going to need to know where the cell and the DNA came from.
Consent.
I'm sure the doctor isn't just going to be like, yep, let's whip this up.
At the same time,
and all of a sudden your son looks like Brad Pitt.
I keep asking, why do we need to bring more people into this world? I'm the eugenics guy. I know I'm the asshole. But we could be curing other things. This feels like an unnecessary way to work around doing something we can already do.
You're thinking way too logical. You know where my brain goes is do we really want two men to make a baby?
Oh, jeez.
Like, men are dirty. And I think what balances us out is having a little bit of the woman genes as well to keep us grounded. Now we're going to have two douchebags making babies.
Oh, Jesus.
You imagine? I think what makes a man...
The Super Rain Man baby?
Yeah, Super Rain Man baby!
Super douche baby?
I was probably a product of two males.
You were the patient zero.
Do we really want more of me and more of Ryan Denton? Let's be honest.
Oh.
Because if you start having
The
two
world
men
can't handle
have
that.
babies, you're going to have super douches. We need the women genome to keep us grounded.
Or else super douche.
Super douche.
He's got a cape and everything.
We don't want, I mean, technically only one person can make a baby now, too. Technically.
Yeah, see, to me, it's just more weird.
I feel
Wouldn't that
the
be
hippies-
incest?
Yeah.
If they made the egg and the sperm out of one of you.
Yeah, you get a sunburn and you're like making a baby, you peel the skin off.
Oh.
Baby one,
Yeah.
baby
That's
two.
disgusting.
You're going to be my daughter. You're going to be my son.
This just got way creepier than it was ever intended.
Hey, why aren't you wearing sunscreen? I'm gonna have babies. Like instead of birth control, like why aren't you on birth control? So it'll be like, hey, why aren't you wearing sunscreen? Yeah, I want to peel my skin off, have babies. That's disturbing. And honestly, to be serious for a moment, I don't think we should mess with nature.
It's just,
Yeah,
it's
no.
just
Like,
weird.
I know it's an awesome thing for same-sex couples, and I can get behind that. I can. Theoretically, I'm for it. Romantically, I'm for it. But when I start thinking logistically and scientifically, do we really want to start messing with these types of things? Next thing we know, we're going to have like Khan, running around. We're going to have superhumans.
Yeah.
We
It's
got to
weird.
calm down with that. Like technology's great, but I don't know.
I feel like we're taking technology too far down routes that we don't necessarily need to. Because
Yeah.
again, like we can do it already. We have other things that we can't do that we
It's
should be
just-
spending time and money
It's
on.
being greedy. It's like
Yeah.
you want, like, why can't?
Why is
okay,
it greedy if two males want to have a baby?
Because they can already have babies. They just want them
They
to
both
be
want them-
together.
Well,
Yeah,
Like,
but-
DNA directly connected
Like,
to you have
wha-
to matter.
yeah, like
But it
one.
does. That's how I am.
Yeah, but
How many before I met Maggie and before I don't know, was I with Maggie when I met you, Thomas?
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so before Maggie, there was an ongoing rib that I had, and I was serious that I wanted to have matching kids. Like my biggest problem with Michelle breaking up with me, my son's mom, wasn't that, oh no, we're breaking up. It's like, but I want to have more kids and they need a match. Like I want them to
Yeah, I'm
match.
the
I want
exact
them to be
opposite.
from, I wanted
you want
them.
the legacy.
I want, yes, I want a pure legacy from one bloodline.
Pure bloodlines.
Yeah. I don't know why. Maybe I'm weird, but that's what I wanted. And it was really hard for me for a long time to get over that. It bothered me that my kids weren't going to match. And I know that's stupid, but a lot of people want that. They want to claim something for it to be truly theirs.
Not to offend you, Mike, or anybody
You're
else
not gonna offend
necessarily,
me. Come on now.
to upset you in any way. But to me, that's a selfish way to go about it. It's
Oh,
not
I
about,
agree.
It's not
For
about
me, it's a great-
your DNA necessarily passing on into the future. I can understand some of the biological urge.
I want
for
a
that.
legacy.
But
Thomas.
he wanted a
But to-
bloodline to keep on going.
Yeah.
They tried that in the 40s.
But to love a kid, to love a child as your own, it doesn't have to be related to you in any way.
Yeah, I can contest to that.
Well, that's true. But then you have people who aren't like that. Some people want to have their own flesh and blood.
Well, and you can
You
if
still
if
do
it's,
that too.
And if
though.
science can give you that, then so
No,
be
no,
it.
no, no,
But we
no,
have
no.
to be very careful.
Okay, say that they do
No.
want to have their own kids. Why can't one have a kid with a woman and
the
then the
other
other
one
one
then-
have a kid with a
and you have two
woman
kids.
too, and then they have blood, but they're not going to be like.
That's the
But
Kids
that-
Are All Right movie. That has that exact concept.
Yeah. I don't know.
so
It's definitely a
just-
question mark.
It's just selfish.
I
It's
think
not.
it's just
Bottom line.
It is
It
not.
is selfish.
It is not selfish.
Yes, it
It is
is.
not selfish if two gay individuals want to have their own kids. Why would that be selfish?
Because you can already have your own kid.
No, but they're not. You're adopting. What if you want that?
No,
No,
what
no,
she
no,
just
no,
said.
no, no, no,
In
no.
vitro,
You have
vitro.
your
you-
DNA.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
you
yes,
have
you
two kids.
They each can.
But then
have
you
a
also have
kid.
some stranger's blood. I don't
See,
want
that's
that.
some Aryan Nation shit.
I don't
That-
want-
that-
I don't
that's
want-
something I'm not going to touch.
I don't want miscellaneous, particles
Doesn't want his shit tainted.
that I don't know of.
But
Do you want miscellaneous particles in your kid?
I really
not-
don't care.
See,
And
I don't.
if you
what
care,
if, I
if you
just
care
can't-
that
I,
Not
much,
pure.
no. If you care that
I want a
much,
pure bloodline.
Not pure.
I'm a Mexican Nazi. Heil Pachovia.
Don't worry, Mike. I have the final solution.
Oh God.
Go ahead. What is the final solution? All right. What else do we have in the news, Bob?
Tainted buffet at Jacksonville Strip Club blamed for severe diarrhea incident on stage.
There it is.
there's the solution.
This is why there's too many people in this world, man.
A popular strip club in Jacksonville, Florida has been closed until further notice.
Not popular no more.
After several dancers contracted diarrhea last Friday night that caused an incident which remains under investigation, has initially been linked to the contamination of the buffet at the venue.
The evils of twerking.
Now, okay, I gotta find out more. I gotta find out more. What else happened?
While the investigation continues, the venue has not been named. According to reports by local media, the strip club was nearly full on Friday night when the incident occurred. Both staff and customers were reported to have eaten from the free buffet, which includes the usual selection of ribs, chicken, and deep-fried shrimp.
Make it rain, homie.
It was the shrimp.
They're like, when did we get the soft-serve ice cream?
Oh. Why is it only chocolate?
While the
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to the stage, Destiny.
While the results of the lab analysis are yet to come back, one source familiar to the investigation told the reporters that bad shrimp was most likely the cause of diarrhea.
That's right.
One for the mags.
Typically, shrimp is involved in all cases like this, particularly when they're not cleaned thoroughly. Patron.
Tanya the twerker to the stage. Tanya the twerker to the stage. You're up. Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on Tanya the twerker.
Only 15 minutes before the end of the buffet.
15 minutes on the buffet. Head on over.
Patrons at the venue were sitting near the stage, were most likely directly affected by the incident, which occurred close to 11 p.m.
It's like the splash zone.
It's like Gallagher. According to the witnesses at the venue, 3 dancers were performing on separate poles when the first sign of trouble emerged.
Why were they eating while they're working anyways?
This is free.
Eating in between.
No, don't. Listen, strippers, you need to learn your lesson from the bulimic models out there. And what they do, they eat and then they throw up immediately. Just do that. If you're stripping, guess what? You're probably doing coke anyways. Why not take up my bulimia? Just do it. Do not be eating while do you really want chicken tenders bouncing around your belly while you're bouncing your ass? No.
Dude, free buffet.
So what? Eat after hours. In fact, if I was the head honcho, I'm like, listen, Candy, come here. Come here, Candy. No more chicken tenders, all right, during your shift. Just, you work what? You work Wednesday, 7 to 1 a.m. You don't need to eat, all right? You want to watch your figure for these gentlemen here? You don't need to eat. No more chicken tenders. No more carrots with ranch. You're not, guess what? You're trying to watch your calories. You're putting ranch on that carrot. It's not working, honey. It's not working. So you see, and if you're not, you see this right here, Wednesday, you're here scheduled to work. If you don't listen to me, you don't work on Wednesdays no more. How about Thursday? Do you want to eat on Thursday?
Oh.
Yeah, you're not working either. What about Friday?
Some like slumlord pimp scenario.
You just can't eat.
Hold on. Candy, honey, listen. Do you want to eat on Friday? Yes? No? Yes? Yeah, you're not working. You're not working if you want to eat.
2-for-1 dances for the next hour, ladies and gentlemen.
What else does it say, Bob?
At first, I picked up a bad smell. I thought maybe it was the guy next to me had farted, said the witness who declined to be named. However, the smell got worse, and I noticed a lot of other guys were looking around to see what it was.
Oh yeah!
It was at this. It was at this point that the first dancer suffered diarrhea and was able to control her bowels any longer.
On stage.
Make it rain, baby. Make it rain.
And a stream of brown liquid soon gushed all over the stage, according to the witness. It was absolutely disgusting, he told the journalist. A number of guests immediately puked. I personally ran out to the exit and lost it. I lost all interest in all the shows.
I want my money back.
It's kind of messy, sir.
The other dancers on stage also suffered diarrhea soon after and were forced to abandon their performance. They had just a hard time getting off the stage, said one witness.
And sliding.
High heels and diarrhea don't mix.
Someone fell into their own shit. That's what that just said.
That's disgusting.
Oh,
what else does it say?
Cleaners who were hired to deal with the mess reportedly were shocked at the condition of the venue. Strip clubs are generally dirty places, but this was on a whole new level, said one of the cleaning staff. In my time, I have seen feces in the urinal once or twice, but never in the sinks.
In the sink?
This was epidemic.
They're really dirty dancing there.
Burn the building to the ground.
Oh, my word.
In an effort to compensate customers for the incident, the venue management took to social media to offer entry fee to any guests that had been to the club Friday night. Management also noted the free buffet would not be available until further notice.
Good fucking Lord. Would you ever return?
Yeah, I was going to say, would you go back?
It matters how hot the girls are.
Oh, Jesus.
In all seriousness, I don't think I would go to a strip club just for their buffet. Let's just say that.
Ugh.
A free lunch. No, but like
Maggie, do you want to eat or do you want to work tonight?
But I don't think I could ever go back after seeing one. Like, how do you
top that?
Yeah, no.
How do you wipe that image out of your mind?
Yeah. So, anyways, let's
I
move
wonder
on.
what song was playing during the accident. I'm just trying to figure out what song could have been danced.
That
Drop it like it's hot.
Chocolate Rain by that internet guy.
There's one.
All right.
There it is.
What else does it say?
That was it for the article.
Okay.
Oh,
Go ahead.
The family that brawls together stays together. Female relatives busted for a Waffle House melee.
Here we go. Can I have my money back?
Can I get chicken tenders to go, please?
Good Lord.
Oh, God bless America. This would never happen in the Nation of Islam. I mean,
Burka holds that shit in.
Have you seen the photos going around of the Saudis like editing photos of like?
Is this in the news?
No.
Oh, then why are you talking about it? I'm just joking. Go ahead.
No, it's like the blow up pools and how they have like the family picture of like the dad and the mom and the kids. So they have been posting the edited versions that the Saudis make, and like they completely edited out the mom and put her and replaced her with a ball. And then, like, for the kids, like, they badly Photoshop shirts on them.
Jesus.
And the dad, too. It's really bad. I'll have to find it and post it in the group.
Post it. What do you mean the article isn't scrolling?
It's just stuck on the, no matter how many times I reload it, I can't go down.
It's working for me. It just
You can't go down.
Freezing up.
Yeah.
Why don't you read it for us then, Thomas? It's working for you, right?
All right. June 12th, 2:45 a.m. melee yesterday at the Waffle House in Pennsylvania led to the arrest of 5 female relatives, according to police. The brawl Sunday at the restaurant in Lancaster pitted members of one family against 3 other women, as seen in the above Facebook video. In addition to hair pulling and haymakers, some of the suspects threw utensils and other items snatched off tables.
Okay, this is, let's white trash, black trash, or Mexican trash?
Oh,
It's
wow.
Waffle House?
It's white or black.
I say
it's
white.
not Mexican, it's white or black.
Yeah. There's no fucking chorizo platter at Waffle House.
Oh, Jesus.
Breakfast burritos.
All right, so what does it say?
Manheim Township Police collared the quintet of brawlers for disorderly conduct, which is a misdemeanor. Cops identified the defendants as Deborah Shivers, age 56.
White, yeah.
She's white.
Tanisha
Guilty.
Shivers, 37.
Guilty.
Latonia Shivers, 31. Mercedes Shivers, 25.
We were all wrong.
They were all wrong. That first name that was off.
That white mama had a black sugar daddy.
The 5th woman, Tanisha Shivers, resides in Dallas, Texas. The Waffle House pristine interior can be seen below.
Okay.
2006.
I got some video here. Actually, I pulled it up. Hold on. Oh, this is magic. Yes, they're black chicks.
World star.
Holy shit, there's 6 girls fighting, pulling hair, and punching each other.
Oh my God.
on top of each other.
It's just a mob.
It's a mob of women just fighting each other.
Flailing arms.
Balls.
What do you think they were fighting over?
Waffles.
So that's my waffle special. No more blueberry, but you better give me yours, honey. They don't have blueberry pancakes for me. I need my blueberry pancakes. So, Tanisha, give me yours. But why, Charlotte? Because I need my blueberry pancakes. Now hand them over, girl, without an argument. I'm going to punch you and knock out your weave.
You wanted more butter.
What else did I say in the news?
That's it. It's literally just watch the fight. There is not a single other thing.
I love ghetto people.
Oh my God, that's
white, black, Afghanistan. It doesn't matter as long as you're entertaining. Just be ghetto and make sure you make headlines. Thank you. All right, what else do we have in the news?
United Methodist Church has appointed a transgender deacon. The bishop spoke the traditional words as she placed her hands on the new deacon's named M, with a slight difference from those words that have been spoken before. Pour out Holy Spirit upon M, the bishop said. Send them not to proclaim the good news of Jesus Christ, but to announce the reign of God and equip the church for ministry.
I don't know. I don't think Pat Robertson would like this.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't think so. Go ahead. What else is it?
Not send him now or send her now, but send them now.
Oh.
That's what M. Barclay has been working for 12 years to finally hear.
You know what, Thomas? So I'm actually a little confused with this because when you take away, gender pronouns, male and female, it becomes ambiguous. The Bible, and there's nothing in the Bible. So if it's not written in the Bible about them, then I don't know what to say. Maybe it's A-okay then. Because he is not lying down with he, it's them lying down with them, and I have to say it's okay.
So you're more okay with the orgy
I think I'm
group
okay.
idea?
I think I'm okay with them because it's not in the Bible. It's not in the blueprint of God's blueprint.
You have a weird sense of morality.
I think it may be okay. Now pull down your pants and let me suck on your penis, please.
There we go.
No, I will not feed your life force.
But you're them. You're them. You're a them, and I'm a them.
Even if I were, no.
I'm changing your pronoun.
Nope.
You're now gender
Then
neutral.
help.
You're now gender neutral, Thomas, and that's okay in the Bible. Gender neutral. God's not upset.
Terrifying.
God's not upset with that. God says he never said he hates transgender. He says gays, men who lie with men, fornicators, adulterers. I don't see transgender.
What if he came out with a speech like that? I was like, oh no, that's all right.
I need
because
to.
My morality is so fucking.
Perhaps
backwards.
I need to revise the Bible on my own. Go ahead. What else does it say?
Barclay, a transgender person who identifies as neither male nor female and thus uses the pronoun they, was commissioned on Sunday to be
so sexy.
The first non-binary member of the clergy of the United Methodist Church.
I like saying they gave me head. They gave me horror. That's okay.
It's not gay when it's they.
It's not gay if you say they.
The United Methodist Church is one of the largest denominations in America, falling behind only the Catholic Church and the Southern Baptist Convention. The mainline Protestant denomination has been bitterly divided over the sexuality and general identity. Its official rules say clergy must either be celibate or in heterosexual marriages.
They must celebrate.
They must celebrate.
Interesting. It seems like Bobby over there is writing his own version of the Bible. They must celebrate. Go ahead. Continue.
I like that.
And can perform only such marriages. But American bishops have ordained gay and transgender clergy before.
You know what? And maybe we have a lot of transgender listeners, so maybe they can school me on this. Because again, I'm completely out of my element. But honestly, why do you want to be a part of the church? Like, I don't understand that. And we had DJ. I don't think you ever met him. He was a co-host on Men with No Lives.
Yeah, that's before.
Out of the closet, full on gay. Like, loved penis. Talked about it. He was such
a walrus.
I mean, yeah, that's old school. Like, just amazing, funny dude.
Okay.
He was gay and not funny because he was gay. He was just a funny dude.
Yeah.
And he was Mormon, a practicing Mormon. And it always baffled me. Why do you want to be a part of, like, I'm not against religion. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm for it. But if you're in it, then be it.
I think some of it is.
And if it's against what you are and what you believe in, why do you even want to be a part of it?
I'm talking completely out my ass. But the only thing I could see about it would be
in your ass if you're they.
Or in my ass.
If you call it them and they, then I can go in your ass.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yes, that's correct, Maggie. Oh, yes.
No, the only thing I can see is you find comfort or belief in the other practices. Be kind unto others, do the right thing.
That makes sense.
A lot of those things,
but
and
again,
a lot of those
that's not the faith, though. That's not the
you
belief.
can do that without...
Some of it is for people.
You can feel good and be spiritual without being confined to teachings that aren't in tune with your chosen way of life.
They basically condemn it no matter which way you look at it.
Yeah. All right, you know what? We're getting way too into this. How about we find out what else is in the news?
Okay.
Go ahead and continue.
Let's do it.
We have a few more minutes, so let's get into some good stuff.
Woman distracted by cell phone plunges down an open cellar door.
It's so beautiful.
A 67-year-old woman who was walking down a New Jersey street.
I can't agree with that.
I laugh as soon as I hear how old she is. That's so terrible.
I didn't know she was that old.
I saw the video. She literally falls on someone.
She
tripped over an open cellar door and tumbled into the basement. Surveillance cameras captured the incident on video. CBS New York spoke with the woman's son, who is grateful that his mother wasn't killed. He emphasizes that people, when they watch the video, it's important to understand that his mother is legally blind and diabetic.
Oh, it's Chris Chandler.
Why was she walking alone then?
Why didn't she have a stick? She was literally
stick?
Yeah, where's her dog?
Like she had her phone in her hands.
There had to be some
down.
means of, if you're legally
hey guys,
blind.
I have fallen.
Maybe no one told her.
I'm in the basement, guys. I fell down. Can you please come get me?
Yeah.
I can't get up. My legs are broken.
Maybe no one told her she was blind.
The femur's out of my skin.
When I first saw the video, my heart dropped, the woman's son said. It was painful to watch.
You know what? Maggie showed me this video, and a part of me, I didn't laugh. Maggie, did I laugh?
No.
I immediately said, ooh. Like, I felt bad for her. If it was a young person, I'd probably laugh. But the fact that it was an older lady, and she was just walking, it does teach you a lesson. Listen, you shouldn't be looking down at your phone, walking in on the busy streets.
But here's the thing, this is where I'm an asshole, because if you are legally blind, alone, and staring at your phone, shit was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was legally blind. I thought it was a hustle. Where she looked at her phone and be like, I'm going to fall over.
I mean, dude, have you seen the video, Thomas?
No,
she
I can't get it to come up on my thing.
Flies down and completely goes out of camera shot, and you find out that it was a flight of stairs because you don't see the stairs.
Down.
She just tumbles and goes completely down.
But
next thing you see is the paramedics come get her, and she's strapped down.
Take her age out of it.
Oh,
Would
they
you
deserve
not
it.
Think that person kind of if
it
was yourself, you're completely able to see, and you're walking on your own, and you fall down that well. Essentially,
that's on you.
You're like, man, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but I don't have sympathy for that.
Yeah.
To many viewers, the video looked like a hard lesson in distracted walking. A woman comes down the street straight towards a wide open cellar doors in front of Acme windows in Plainville. Right before she reaches them, she looks down and flips over the door, head first, tumbling 6 feet down to the basement below.
Oh, wow. 6 feet.
Yeah.
Moments after she fell, the fire crew arrived and rescued the woman, pulling her out of the basement on a stretcher.
Yeah, you need to be paying attention. I'm sorry. Especially if you can't see. You have to pay like extra attention then.
Yep.
Just saying.
Extra attention. You get no points for being blind.
Extra attention.
Yeah, if this was Mario Brothers, she would have died.
Yeah. There's spikes down there.
Yeah. All right, what else do we have, Bob? What else do we have in the news?
Well, I'm trying to find where did you move the Bigfoot story?
Huh? It's on the news. Oh, I deleted it by accident. Sorry.
I'm like, seriously, I just saw it like 2 seconds ago.
Sorry, Bob.
No worries. Colorado, Hunter claims he was sexually assaulted by Sasquatch.
Oh my.
Was it good for him?
Daryl Whitaker from Glenwood Springs in Colorado claims a Sasquatch attacked him and attempted to rape him while he was walking in the woods.
Maybe it was a drunken Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh, Tony!
For the win.
Jesus.
The 57-year-old man was walking to his hunting cabinet on Sunday to see if he had suffered any damage during the winter, and all of a sudden, a large gorilla-like creature dropped from a tree in front of him and punched him in the face.
Yeah, it was Rosie.
Wow.
It was at least 8 foot tall, and its punches hurt like hell. I was knocked right over with the first blow. While Mr. Whitaker was trying to recover from the attack, the large humanoid creature began to tear his clothes off.
What is it, Star Trek?
Oh my god.
While letting out some horrific, terrifying howls. When I regained consciousness, he had already torn my pants and was shredding through my underwear. I stabbed him in the shoulder with my hunting knife, and that made him run away.
I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all motherfuckers, when I saw a Bigfoot over there, you didn't believe me. You thought I saw a deer, but I said the Bigfoot was over there. Next thing you know, he's jumping from a tree over there, comes down on me over here, and then proceeds to rape me. And then all motherfuckers are laughing. Oh, I understand. I understand. I warned you about the goddamn chupacabra. I told you, you laughed, you scoffed, you did lie, you thought I was lying and making up stories because I'm some hill jacking.
I warned you, Sasquatch was gonna fist you.
Bigfoot is taking over. He's molesting us, raping me. I liked it halfway through. I do admit it.
I came.
It was unintentional, but a little seepage did happen.
Oh, jeez.
It just she looked a lot like my mother.
Oh,
Harry,
8 feet tall.
But hey, it's it's not. I was gonna say it's Boba Fett, but it is Bigfoot. I've been saying it. Do you all believe me now?
No.
Bigfoot whipped my pants down. He then gave me a pill and told me to open up my mouth, lift up your tongue, and make sure I swallowed it.
Oh.
Mr. Whitaker immediately reported the attack to both Glenwood Springs Police Department and the Colorado Parks and Wildlife Agency, and a joint investigation has launched.
After they stopped laughing.
Would you really go to the police?
Yeah, yo, police. I like to report a raping.
All right, sir. From who?
Well, I was the victim.
Describe the attacker.
He pulled my pants down.
Understandable.
Yeah.
So now, how did it look?
Did he uptuck?
He did uptuck right into my ass. Jesus Christ.
In all seriousness.
All right, we need to wrap the show. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We'll be back next week with the Uptuck Challenge.
Thank you for listening to The Rain Man Show with your host, Michael Flores, with hosts Tony Sabal and Thomas Cowley, Andrew Spindler with the news, audio guru Dustin Lucas, produced by Michael Flores and Dustin Lucas. The Rain Man Show is a Cazador Productions and Rain Man Digital broadcast production. For all things Rain Man, go to rainmanshow.com.